We're here at one of my favorite current projects, our Ellsworth Avenue basement. Josh and Vicky called us back in 2022 to remodel their main floor and their kitchen, and recently at the end of last year decided to call us back out to start their basement. We're currently at the rough-in stages on this project. Everything that you see here is our blank canvas for what we're going to create on this project. We got it down to the studs. It initially had a wet bar over there, as well as a smaller bathroom that was not configured to meet their needs. And then I believe this room back here was initially just kind of used as a storage room. So this room here will serve as a new workout room. We went through and reconfigured all of the walls, and you'll notice that we've also tried to remove or reduce as many soffits as possible. So you'll see a lot of new ductwork here in the ceiling. Instead of putting big supply and return trunks through the whole space, we've gone through and reconfigured as much of it as possible, and then branched off the main supplies to refeed the upstairs and downstairs. This will help reduce our soffits in the main living area and make this space feel a lot more open. For the bathroom, you'll see the old wall layout here. You used to walk into the bathroom right here and immediately be greeted by the understair closet. To make this area feel as open as possible, our clients decided to shift the opening and entrance to this bathroom back. Part of that was converting this tub to a shower. We're in the middle of relocating the plumbing to this wall, and then we still need to bust up the concrete to get the drain where it needs to be. You'll see our X on the floor here. Something that I am grateful to our plumbers for is using copper stub outs anywhere that we can. A lot of plumbers nowadays like to just stub out of the wall with PEX, and it creates a very floppy shut-off valve. This just creates something nice and rigid and sturdy. Something that took us a minute to work through with the city of Lakewood on this project was the argument that we're creating an ADU down here. The reason for that is that we're creating a fairly large kitchenette with an island that's going to have a microwave, which is considered a cooking appliance. And then we also have a full-size fridge that you'll see. We have a water box for an ice maker line here, as well as a full-size sink. Our team has prepared all of the water line locations, as well as planned out initial electrical locations. Over the next week or so, our team will finish roughing in all of the outlets, finish getting the plumbing tied up, and go and do inspections, so that way we can go through and insulate all of our walls. Something that we can never fully predict in projects like this is all of the rework that we have to do in the MEP stage, so mechanicals, electrical, and plumbing. Something that I almost always recommend to clients is hold roughly 5% of your budget aside just for the unknowns that are going to come up. The alternative to that is letting us come in early during the planning phase and letting us gut the space completely so we can see everything that we have to deal with. In this case here, we did have to redo this gas line going all the way to the fireplace. It hung below the ceiling, and with the goal being to reduce soffits as much as possible, we did end up having to redo it all the way from the supply side in the mechanical room all the way over to the main floor living room fireplace.